What up, world? Welcome to another episode of BrandonJaneauShow. As you know, I am BrandonJaneau, like always on all podcast platforms everywhere. BrandonJaneauShow. Go listen. Go. You could review it. You could comment. You can show it all love on all podcast platforms everywhere I'm on. I'm on like all podcast platforms. Yeah, BrandonJaneauShow. Just look it up. You don't have to space it. Just BrandonJaneauShow all together. Go listen. Social media: Instagram, Threads, BrandonJaneau, Facebook, The BrandonJaneauShow, and of course, TikTok, BrandonJaneauShow. Go follow me on all those social media platforms. I really would appreciate it if you did. Thank you. If you do. And I might follow back. I might have to start following people back. I gotta really start following people back. YouTube channel though is really where you can go, and that is the BrandonJaneauShow YouTube channel. Go subscribe, comment, like the vids, like the shorts. Helps in the algorithm if you do both. If you also comment. If you do it all, it helps in the it helps in the algorithms of other people that's trying to find stuff like this, to find stuff like my podcast, to talk about all this stuff. So let's get into it, man. Tonight it is I Bleed Sports. Now I actually did the I Bleed Sports episode. It is out right now on all podcast platforms and my YouTube channel, matter of fact. So go follow me on there. But tonight it is I Bleed Sports, and like I've been doing for the last couple of weeks, months actually, I've been doing a top 10 list. I started in the 90s, and now we are officially in the 2000s. Now, I did is in the 90s when it came to the NFL. I did two lists, separate lists. I did my top 10 NFL players offensively and my top 10 NFL players defensively. But tonight, I am doing it in the 2000s, and it starts with the offense. If you do not know how I do my top 10 list, I do it like this. I go from 10 to 1. I talk about each player, why they're on my list, why I have them ranked, why I have them, and pretty much, you know, why I feel like they have the impact to be on this list to me personally. If, keyword, if you do not like this list, I need you to listen to this point because this is the most important part of this list that you're going to hear outside of the actual list being named. This is the most important part. I need you to understand something. If you do not like this list, I need you to understand this from the bottom of my heart. You can personally make your own fucking list. It's not that hard. I swear to God, it is not that hard. You can make your own list. You could get a pen, some paper, write it down. Even if you want to post it on social media like TikTok, do it. I do it. Comments that I like, I keep. Comments I don't like, I get rid of them. That's just how it works. Let's get into it. At number 10, kicking off the list, it is none other than the one, the only Kurt Warner. Yes, Kurt Warner is at number 10. I'm not gonna lie, this number 10 took a minute. This number 10 took a minute. I could have put some people at number 10. I could have put Chad Ochocinco. I could have put who else? Shit. Who else can I put at number 10? It was some people. It was some people. But I opted for Kurt Warner. The reason why I went with Kurt Warner, his early 2000s, being the quarterback of the greatest show on turf. I mean, literally, the man was the orchestrator of the St. Louis Rams for a good bit of time. He got hurt, ended up in New York, had to teach Eli Manning how to be quarterback for a minute, and then he went to the Arizona Cardinals and resurged his career in a resurgence that we still to this day haven't seen really like that ever. Two glove Kurt took Arizona to the goddamn Super Bowl in 2000 and 2008. Two glove Kurt was that man, bruh. And Kurt Warner is at number 10 on my list. I cannot sit here and act like the man did not have a resurgence of his career in the 2000s, especially mid 2000s, bro. There was nobody better than Kurt Warner in football, bro. As a quarterback, nobody, man. Nobody, man. At number 9, we call him all day because that's who he was. Adrian Peterson, man. At number 9, it is Adrian Peterson. Now, yes, I know. He was more in the 2010s. He was more in the 2010s running back. I know. But y'all acting like his rookie year. This man in fucking set records. This man was running 200 yards. His man had a 200 and some yard game against two of the best defenses. I mean, in the NFL. I mean, this dude was a beast his rookie year. Man set the record against in rushing yards. I think the man like 200 and something, 200 like 75 rushing yards against like the Chargers in like his rookie year. And like people forget, like the Chargers that year defensively didn't do shit like that. They were a good defense. And that man ran like 200 some yards, bro. Like that shit was like unheard of. Then when he finally did get a damn quarterback in Brett Favre in '09, he finally got his shit right. Like it was, yeah, Adrian Peterson was that fucking dude, man. Like I said, we might hear his name in the 2010s, but in the 2000s, the little time he had in the 2000s, man, even in college, he was a beast. So yeah, man, Adrian Peterson is definitely on my list at number 9. And number 8, Big Ben Roethlisberger. Yep, Big Ben. Even though Big Ben is number 8 on my list, he's another one. Started his rookie year in '04. People forget he led Pittsburgh to an undefeated record for a good stretch of that rookie year. He got them to the number 1 seed that rookie year. He of course lost to Tom Brady and the Patriots in the AFC Championship game, but that was his rookie fucking year. A couple years later, he would win eventually his first Super Bowl against the Seattle Seahawks in Detroit, giving the bust Jerome Bettis his first and only ring of his career. He retired literally the next goddamn game. Like he retired, it was his retirement year. But they won that year. They won because of Big Ben. He was steady, safe and steady, but they won that year. And then of course in 2008, he will finally win his last Super Bowl ring with coming back against Kurt Warner in the Super Bowl. I mean, he was up for most of the Super Bowl, and then he came back and did what he did against Kurt Warner. But Big Ben, people forget. Like I get, like his career maybe took a turn as much as it did a lot late at the end of his career. But at the beginning of his career, he was a winner, bro. Like he was a certified bona fide. Even at the end of his career, he was still winning games. I mean, the man was fucking good. Young Big Ben was probably the third best quarterback in the AFC. In some years, he might have been the second best quarterback in the AFC, depending on how Peyton or time was. There was years where he was probably the second best quarterback in the AFC, just behind Peyton or time. That was about it. I mean, he was, but damn sure he was the third best quarterback in the AFC every fucking year. There wasn't even a conversation to be had. Like the man was the fucking beast, bro. So yeah, number 7, it is LaDainian Tomlinson, LT 21 of the Chargers. Come on down, man. LT 21, LaDainian Tomlinson. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Let's not play like LaDainian Tomlinson wasn't that fucking dude in the 2000s, bro. Let's not do that, man. Let's not do that. Now I know a lot of people probably be like, "Hey, Adrian Peterson should be higher." No, LaDainian Tomlinson won an MVP. He has still to this day the rushing touchdown record. And this isn't like it is now where a lot of these teams, once they get in the red zone, they just get the ball to the running back. No, he was the only running back for most of his time in San Diego. I mean, yeah, they had Darryl Sproles and they had other people, but he was mainly the number 1 option of the offense for most of the time in San Diego. And he was the fucking best running back in the league for a very long time. I mean, this shit was kind of sad at some points in time when he was just the guy, man. But Dane Thompson was that fucking dude, man. Anybody sit there and try to pretend like he wasn't, you tripping. Like I said, he still to this day has the rushing touchdown record for the most rushing touchdowns in a season. Nothing has broken it, and nothing. I don't think anything will ever get close. I mean, yeah, nowadays you could probably get close to it, but again, a lot of these teams do other shit. They don't just give it to one running back at the Reds in the red zone anymore. He was the guy. So yeah. And number 6 is Brett Favre. Yeah, I got Brett Favre at number 6. I think people forget how good Brett Favre was in the 2000s, especially early 2000s. The man won like at least 2, 3 Super Bowls. I mean, 2, 3 Super Bowls. Lord of mercy. He won like 2 or 3. He won like 2 MVPs in the early 2000s. I mean, the man was that guy. He won a couple in the 90s, but he really won. I think like his last 1 or 2 in the 2000s. he kept the Green Bay Packers pretty competitive for most of the 2000s. And then, of course, he had 1 year where he just looked really bad. And then they drafted Aaron Rodgers. And then Aaron Rodgers sat there for a couple years. In 2007, he took them to the NFC Championship game, and that was his last year in Green Bay. Of course, that year everybody remembers that's when the Patriots lost to the Giants in the Super Bowl. His following year was with the Jets, and before his shoulder injury, the Jets were actually going to win the AFC East. Now, of course, Tom Brady was hurt that year, and they had Matt Castle as the quarterback of the Patriots that year. But I digress. He was still good. And then, of course, the 2009 season, he goes to Minnesota. Finally, Adrian Peterson and him team up, and they get to the NFC Championship game and loses to, I mean, losing my Saints. But hey man, listen, we not here to do all that. We're not here to do all that. Brett Favre is at number 6. All right. Recapping the list before I go into the top 5. At number 10, Kurt Warner. Number 9, Adrian Peterson. Number 8, Big Ben Roethlisberger. Number 7, LaDainian Tomlinson. And number 6, it is Brett Favre. Now, kicking off the top 5. At number 5, it is T.O., Terrell Owens. What can I say about T.O.? What can I say about T.O. that hasn't already been said about T.O. by T.O.? He is the man that coined the phrase, I love me some me. And T.O., hey man, do your thing. I can't get mad at you, my brother. Started his career in San Francisco, literally had to live under the tree of Jerry Rice for a good stretch of his early career. That's just unfucking possible, man. Come on, man. But eventually he would break out and become one of the best receivers in the NFL. San Francisco, then eventually getting traded to Philly, teaming with Donovan McNabb, making his first and only Super Bowl, which sounds fucking crazy to think about it. But he only went to one Super Bowl in his entire career. And it was with Philly in 2005. Sounds nuts. Sounds fucking crazy. But he's only went to one Super Bowl in his entire career. But he goes to Philly, has I think like 1 or 2 years in Philly. Of course, that shit just immediately just broke the fuck down. And then of course he goes to Dallas, which is the most, you don't do that shit move. Like you don't do no shit like that. But he goes to Dallas and have a great career in Dallas. He just never gets back to the Super Bowl in his career. But he was one of the greatest receivers of all fucking time. Anybody that sits there and tries to pretend like he ain't one of the greatest receivers of all time, you out your fucking mind. Now, would I put him in front of? Well, fuck it. Let's just get to it. Number 4, Randy Moss. Would I put him in front of Randy Moss? No. Fuck no. I would never put him in front of Randy Moss. Randy Moss was just different. He got drafted in '98. But in the 2000s, he had to go through some shit. Minnesota was going through some changes. Dante Culpepper and him for a good stretch of time was just like the fucking team. That, oh my God. Him and Dante Culpepper together. Oh my God, bro. That early 2000s Vikings, bro, that shit was scary. They could just never get over the hump. Of course, he goes to the Raiders in the midway through 2000. And then, of course, he ends up in New England. And still to this day, he has the record for the most receiving touchdowns and I think even most receiving yards, I think. I think he still has the record for the most receiving yards in a season. I might have to look at it. I think he has the most receiving yards still in the season. I know he still has the most receiving touchdowns in the season. Man, like 21, 22 receiving touchdowns from Tom Brady. But his run in New England really just, and he's another one. Never really got to, well, he got to 2 Super Bowls. I won't say that because he got to the Super Bowl with San Francisco. But that 2007 season, it felt like the only season where he really felt like he could have and should have won a Super Bowl. He even had a Super Bowl touchdown in the game. Yeah, man. Yeah. Randy Moss is one of the greatest. And T.O. is just as great. So that is my 4 and 5. Randy Moss is 4. T.O. is 5. Number 3. This is a debate. It's a real debate. I can see if you say that this is the top 3, and it is to me. It is my top 3 of the 2000s. And number 3, it is Drew Brees. Drew Brees is number 3. Drew Brees is at my number 3. San Diego Drew Brees. People do not remember how good San Diego Drew Brees truly was. he was really fucking good, man. He was competing in the AFC West every year. I mean, what it was like them and the Denver Broncos for most of the early 2000s when he was there. And then of course he got injured. Phillip Rivers got drafted. He got injured. He got you know, and then he comes to New Orleans. It changed my goddamn life. I would definitely say that as a Saints fan. Changed my goddamn life. 2006 season when he finally came to New Orleans, the dome got open. That '06 season. A lot of people don't talk about that '06 season because they didn't win a championship. They didn't get to the Super Bowl. They didn't win a championship that year. But that '06 season is still to me one of the best seasons I've ever seen the Saints ever have. And of course, then the next 2 years, the defense sucked. The defense was just in complete and utter dismay. There was talks of maybe getting rid of Sean Payton because Sean Payton could just never get over the damn hump. And then '09 comes and then it's just like boom, fucking jack in a box, just popped out of nowhere. We won 13 consecutive fucking games that year. 13 consecutive games. That season in '09, I literally saw something today and I yesterday and I posted it. I was like, man, every time I see something from '09, that 2009 season, I just fucking smile, bro, because it makes me smile and also makes me want to tear up sometimes because it's just like, man, that '09 season was just I can't go back to it. Like if I could go back to that '09 season every fucking game, it just was like, bruh. From the I remember because I remember the first game of that '09 season. People was like, oh man, Matthew Stafford, who was a rookie that year. Oh, Matthew Stafford's gonna go into the Superdome and he's gonna call the Saints up and he's gonna kill them and all that shit. And the Saints came out and blew their ass out. And everybody was like, okay, yeah, okay, yeah, okay, yeah, okay, okay, yeah, okay. The Saints might be good this year. The Saints might be good this year. And it didn't still take them time until maybe we got to maybe week 5, maybe 6 of that year. And we played the Giants and we blew the fucking doors off the Giants. Oh no, the Jets that year. Mark Sanchez, who's a rookie also. Mark Sanchez was a rookie that year. And the Jets, I think, was undefeated too. And they had a really good defense. Man, we blew their ass out in that dome. And everybody was like, whoa, what the fuck is this? We beat their ass, man. And then after that, we just took it. We just took it. The Washington game that year, well, we literally was supposed to lose that game. I'm not gonna lie. I would say we were supposed to lose that game more than the Miami game. We were supposed to lose that fucking game. Washington had our fucking number that game. And we still found a way to win that game. There was certain plays in that game that was just unreal. Like you were just sitting there like, how the fuck did that happen? Yeah, the Saints '09, that first 3 years of Drew Brees is probably one of the first 3 years of Drew Brees is still to this day some of the greatest moments of my life as a Saints fan. Now, of course, at the end of his career too, but that first 3 years of Drew Brees is still one of them years where you just be like, man, I can't believe that shit happened. Number two, I feel controversy is coming. I don't know why. I feel like I don't think people grew up really watching the 2000s like I did. But at number two is Tom Brady. Now, Tom Brady didn't become Tom Brady until like '07. Like the record Tom Brady, the motherfucker could throw the ball down the field, Tom Brady, put the motherfucking ball in spots where you just like, God damn, precision out the ass, Tom Brady. He wasn't that in the early 2000s. He was a winner. He can win you games. He was a game manager, though. I don't think people understand defensively. Also, the Patriots defensively around this time was fucking great. Teddy Bruschi, Willis McGinnis, Willis McGinnis, Ty Law, uh, um, um, Rodney Harrison. Bro, the fucking Patriots defensively was fucking stacked. Richard Seymour. Bro, the Patriots was fucking stacked defensively. Tom Brady didn't have to do too much. He just had to do the bare minimum and just keep them in games and not fuck up the game plan. Not saying he didn't win them rings and didn't win them championships. No, he won. He definitely won. He got them the Rams game. He got them in field goal range for Adams and Terry. The Carolina Panthers game. He got him in field goal range for the kick there. He got him in field goal range for the Philadelphia Eagles game. He did exactly what he's supposed to do. But he didn't really become Tom Brady until like 06, 07, where he could just, no matter what, win you games, where he was just the best fucking quarterback. So, yeah, I think Tom Brady at number 2 is definitely on this list. I just don't have him at number 1 because at number 1 is Peyton Manning. Yes, Tom Brady beat the shit out of Peyton Manning, but I would say more so Bill Belichick beat the shit out of Peyton Manning more than anyone. Peyton Manning in 2000s was just different, bro. There was games where Peyton Manning would just, bro. I remember Thanksgiving Day. He was on pace to break Dan Marino's passing touchdown record that year. This man went out there on Thanksgiving Day. We eating food, watching this shit. It's noon. It's 11 Thanksgiving Day, like they do the Thanksgiving games. And he's in Detroit. He's playing Detroit. I don't know why they did this to Detroit. I have no idea why they did this to Detroit. Detroit at this time was a fucking terrible fucking team. This man went out there and put up like 6, 7 touchdowns on that ass. I said, bro, I said, cut the game. What the fuck are they doing? Why are they doing this? I said, cut the game. Cut the goddamn game off. What are we doing, man? Come on, bro. Detroit did not deserve this, man. They did Detroit dirty that game, bro. They did Detroit fucking dirty, bro. Peyton Manning was putting up, I mean, video game numbers on motherfuckers sometimes, man. You just be sitting there like, this is ridiculous. You just be sitting there like, this is ridiculous. This is fucking ridiculous. This is ridiculous. Yeah, Peyton Manning was different, bro. Peyton Manning in the 2000s was different. He could just never get over the fucking hump until 2006, where he finally got over the fucking hump. And then he would kick Tom Brady's ass. Like it was rare for Tom Brady to beat Peyton Manning after a while because he was just locked in. Early in that career, Tom Brady whooped Peyton Manning's ass, no questions. But at the end of it, midway through, end of it, yeah. But yeah, man. But Peyton Manning is number 1 on my list. I gotta give it to Peyton. All them MVPs he won, he won most of his MVPs in the 2000s. So yeah. Let me recap the list before I get off the list. At number 1, Peyton Manning. Number 2, Tom Brady. Number 3, Drew Brees. Number 4, Randy Moss. Number 5, Terrell Owens. Number 6, Brett Favre. Number 7, LaDainian Tomlinson. Number 8, Big Ben Roethlisberger. Number 9, Adrian Peterson, and number 10, Kurt Warner. Next week, it is defense. It is my top 10 defensive players in the NFL in the 2000s. This is going to get fucking interesting. This is going to get really fucking interesting next goddamn week. But until then, I am Brandon Janeau. This has been BrandonJaneauShow. I believe sports. Peace.